Did you know that a simple habit you think is helping you sleep could be the reason you wake up at 2 a.m.? 3 a.m., walking barefoot to the restroom night after night. This may appear harmless now, but in many of my elderly patients, it resulted in poor sleep, elevated blood pressure, and even dangerous falls at night. As a doctor who deals with elders every day, I've seen how a simple habit, typically done with good intentions, may subtly interrupt a whole night's sleep. But today, I'd want to show you something different, something simple that has benefited elders in India and worldwide. Simply press 3 spots on your body before going to bed, and you'll sleep soundly through the night without having to pee. Yes, no medication, no surgery, just your own body and 3 basic pressure spots. Before we begin, I'd like to know where you're watching from and what time it is currently. Please share it with me in the comments section below. It means a lot. And if you found this useful, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss any health tip tailored, especially for you. 3 pressure locations that will allow you to sleep through the night without having to urinate. Dear older, you understand that waking up at night to urinate is not necessarily caused by age. It is frequently the outcome of how the body develops over time and how specific internal systems tend to convey mixed messages. What if I told you that you don't have to rely solely on medications or routines? What if your own body, by gentle touch, could be taught to quiet down, relax, and sleep deeply all night? This is the calm wisdom of acupressure. Acupressure is a time-tested approach in Indian and Eastern medicine that involves applying moderate pressure to particular places on the body. These points connect to internal organs such as the kidneys, bladder, and brain via nerve connections and subtle energy channels. Pressing these places stimulates the nervous system in a natural way. When done before bedtime, it helps your body relax into a pleasant, restful condition. Today, I'd want to share with you 3 basic pressure spots that many elders in India are now practicing with no adverse effects, no cost, and only their own hands. These points can help minimize bladder signals, improve hormonal balance, and reduce nighttime wakefulness. Let we begin. 1. Yong Quan. The bubbling spring point, Dung Tuyen Huyet, the sole of the foot. This is one of the most stable locations on the human body. It is found on the sole of your foot, in the soft dip between the 2nd and 3rd toes, roughly 1/3 of the way down from the toe base. This location, known as Yong Quan, or the bubbling spring in Ayurveda and Chinese medicine, draws restless energy downward and helps the mind become peaceful. When lightly pressed at night, it relaxes. The nervous system regulates an overactive bladder and aids in deeper sleep. It is especially beneficial for people who wake up about 2 or 3 a.m. with nervous thoughts or an urgent need to urinate. To trigger this point, sit comfortably with one foot across your opposing thigh. Press the region with your thumb or knuckle in a calm, steady circular motion for around 1-2 minutes. Then swap feet and repeat. You might feel warmth tingling or a sensation of peace creeping upwards. Allow me to relay the story of Uncle Harish from Gujarat. He is 74 years old, a retired teacher, and has suffered from sleep disturbances for more than 8 years. His daughter showed him this point after learning about it from her yoga therapist. Uncle Harish would press it every night while listening to devotional music. Within 10 days, he reported sleeping from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. without waking up. He stated that it felt like someone had closed the tap in my bladder. This point is especially useful for people who feel hot at night or have tightness in their legs or feet. 2. Jiao is the 3 yin junction. Tam, Jiao, Huyat. Inside of the ankle. The second point is located right above your ankle, on the inside of your leg. It is known as Jiao, or the 3 yin meeting point. It is known in traditional medicine to affect the kidneys, liver, and spleen, all of which help control hormones, blood, and urine. After the age of 60, hormone levels begin to shift, particularly vasopressin, as previously discussed. This point softly increases the hormonal balance and helps reduce overnight urination, particularly in those who have gone through menopause. To locate this spot, position 4 fingers above the inner ankle bone. At that level, the point is located immediately behind the shin bone. Use your thumb to gently press. Hold for 1 minute, breathe slowly, and then swap legs. Do this while sitting on your bed, surrounded by gentle lights or soothing music. According to Radha Iyer, one of India's most recognized Ayurvedic doctors, this position is great for elderly people who feel both urgent and fatigued. She frequently prescribes it to women who also experience hot flashes, anxiety, or bad digestion. It's a minor matter, yet it has profound implications. 3. Shenmen is the spirit gate point, followed by Manhuyat, which is located on the wrist. Our third and last location is located on your wrist, close where your hand meets your arm. It's named Shenmen, which translates to spirit gate. This point is known to slow the heart, relax the mind, and aid in falling into deep, uninterrupted sleep. In many Indian households, the elderly go to bed with 100 thoughts still running through their minds. And this point permits the body to let go of the noise and assists the brain in entering the deep stages of sleep when healing occurs. To find it, turn your palm up. Use your pinky finger to feel the crease on the side of your palm. There's a little hollow near the tendon. Gently press this spot with your opposite thumb in little circles for 1-2 minutes. Do this with both wrists. Allow me to relay the story of Mrs. Lakshmi, a retired nurse from Chennai. She would only sleep for 2 to 3 hours every night, and her mood was constantly negative. Her kid discovered a video on this topic, and she started clicking it every night at 9 p.m. In just 1 week, she slept for 7 full hours and her energy levels recovered. She commented, "I never imagined something so simple could feel like medicine." This statement is especially important for people who suffer from racing hearts or have recurrent nightmares at night. Dear friend, these 3 locations are like quiet buttons on your body, each with the ability to alert your system. It's time to rest now. They have no risk, no cost, and take only 5 minutes each night. And if you use them properly on a regular basis, you may discover that your nights start to seem like nights again, rather than hours of waiting for sleep or counting trips to the bathroom. So, before you go asleep tonight, take a moment. Sit with your own hands and breathe, then softly press these places. Your body is listening and is prepared to relax with your assistance. Let's go into how you can accomplish this step-by-step every night in only 5 minutes. Many elders in India privately feel that waking up once or twice a night to pass urine is a natural part of aging. But what if I told you that this is not only common, but also something we can gradually comprehend, manage, and even reduce? Let us begin by explaining the science behind it simply. After the age of 60, our bodies naturally begin manufacturing less of a vital hormone. It is called Vasopressin. This hormone influences how your kidneys function during the night. In younger people, Vasopressin helps the kidneys slow down pee output while sleeping, allowing the bladder to relax and the body to rest deeply. However, as we become older, our vasopressin levels decrease, and this alters everything. Without enough vasopressin, the kidneys continue to function at the same rate even during the night. They continue to filter fluids and send more pee to the bladder even when the body is lying down and resting. As a result, the bladder fills faster than usual. Even a modest amount, say 150 to 200 milliliters, is enough to convey a powerful signal to the brain. Here's something many folks don't realize. After the age of 60, the bladder gets increasingly sensitive. In your younger days, it could easily retain 400 to 500 milliliters before giving you that urgent sensation. However, even half a glass, which is approximately 150 milliliters, can feel full. So, even if there isn't much urine inside, your brain wakes you up thinking it's time to leave. Allow me to tell the story of Mr. Dinesh from Nagpur. He is 71 years old and had believed for years that his bladder was weak. He'd wake up 3 times a night and assumed it was just old age. But after meeting with his doctor and learning about vasopressin, he only adjusted one thing: his nightly water intake. Within a week, he only woke up once. By the second week, he had slept for 6 hours straight, which he hadn't done in years. However, hormones are only one part of the story. The way we lie down at night affects how fluids circulate throughout the body. During the day, gravity maintains fluid in your lower legs and feet. However, when you lie down, that fluid begins to return to your kidneys, where it is filtered as excess water. This is why many people feel the need to urinate 1 or 2 hours after retiring to bed, even if they did not drink much water that evening. It's not a flaw in your physique. It's simply how the system changes with age. That is why light walking in the morning and evening can be very beneficial. It pushes surplus fluids out of the legs, allowing the kidneys to work less at night. Let's talk about another quiet cause of nighttime urination: stress and disturbed sleep. Even little concerns about family health or finances might disrupt sleep cycles for many older folks. When the mind does not sink into deep sleep, the body stays awake. In this half-awake condition, even a minor bladder signal is enough to wake you up. You could notice that on days when you're agitated or restless, you wake up more frequently, even if your bladder's empty. Mrs. Shanta of Ahmedabad is a stunning example of this. She is 68 years old and usually wakes up about 2:30 a.m. Not because of the urine, but because her mind would not rest. She started practicing simple deep breathing for 5 minutes before bed, and after a week, she was sleeping better. She now wakes up feeling rejuvenated, and the urge to pee at night is practically gone. Dear Elder, I'd like to convey the following message. Your body isn't broken. It is merely changing, and you may restore serenity to your nights by understanding these changes with love, awareness, and gentle action. You don't have to accept interrupted sleep as a cost of getting older. Your body still remembers how to recover and be balanced. All it requires is your help in the form of awareness, tiny modifications, and daily care, which is exactly what we're doing in this video, step by step. So, please stay with me, because I'll show you next how gently touching just 3 areas on your body each night will help you sleep uninterrupted till morning. Yes, you heard that correctly. 3 simple pressure spots, no drugs or equipment, just your fingertips and your breath. Let us continue this path together and restore the calm nights you deserve. A 5-minute nighttime ritual for pressing the appropriate places and sleeping soundly through the night. First, carefully prepare your environment. Before you begin pushing any spots, ensure that your surroundings are peaceful. Sit in a firm chair or on your bed, with both feet comfortably touching the floor. If your bed is particularly high, have a little stool nearby to rest your feet. Keep the lighting gentle and low. A warm bedside lamp or dim light is sufficient. Bright lights at night might cause confusion and delay sleep. Keep your hands and feet clean and dry. You don't need soap again. A fast rinse with lukewarm water is sufficient. This is not only about hygiene, but also about preparing your mind for when it is time to relax. Some elders enjoy playing mild instrumental music or bhajans in the background. You too can do this if it offers you comfort. Now, let's talk about how you should breathe. 2. Mix soft breathing and pressure point contact. When pressing the acupressure points, your breath is very crucial. Deep, steady breathing helps your nervous system calm. It also helps your body receive messages from pressure sites more effectively. So, when you push each point, maintain a basic breathing rhythm. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 counts. Hold your breath slowly for 2 counts. Then exhale slowly through your mouth 6 times. This beat helps to slow your pulse rate and focus your mind on the current moment. You do not need to count aloud. Simply get into the groove. Practice breathing while pressing each spot. Now, let's look at the order in which the points are pressed. 3. Follow this order. It takes 1 minute from feet to hands. Each begins with the Yong. 1 point for your foot. Remember that it's located at the soft tip of the sole, directly below the ball of the foot. Press this region in a circular motion with your thumb or knuckle for about 1 minute per foot. You can close your eyes or focus lightly on a candle or bulb. Next, travel to the Jiao point, which is roughly 4 finger widths above the inner ankle. It is little behind the bone. Press your thumb in slow, Firm circles for 1 minute on each side. This helps to control bladder signaling and hormonal balance. Finally, move to your wrists. Locate the Shenmen point near the crease beneath your pinky finger. When you press it, you may notice that it feels slightly tender. Apply mild pressure in small circles on each wrist for 1 minute. This routine will take you approximately 5 minutes. You can do it seated or lying in bed as long as your body is supported and your breathing is slow. 4. Enhance the effect with heated sesame oil and proper time. Here's a nice secret shared by many elders and Ayurvedic doctors. Apply heated sesame oil to your hands and feet before pressing the points. Sesame oil, or till curdle, is known in Ayurveda for its warming and grounding effects. It calms the nerves, increases blood circulation, and distributes pressure deeper into the tissues. Warm a teaspoon of sesame oil in your palms and gently massage it into your soles, ankles, and wrists. Then, follow the pressure regimen as stated. And do not wait until midnight. The best time to accomplish this is between 9 and 10 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. Just after eating and brushing your teeth, but before you get too tired. This timing allows your body to transition into its natural sleep mode and prevents late-night bathroom signals from disrupting your sleep. 5 is a real-life story. Mr. Ravi of Hyderabad slept peacefully after 20 years. Allow me to tell the amazing story of Mr. Ravi, a 69-year-old retired banker from Hyderabad. He has suffered from insomnia for more than 20 years. Every night, he awoke at 1:30 a.m., then again at 4:00 a.m., sometimes even more frequently. He attempted to cut water after dinner. He tried herbal teas, sleeping medicines, and different mattresses. Nothing helped. His body was fatigued. But the evenings seemed like a war. One day, his niece, a physiotherapy student, taught him the 3 pressure spots. He started doing this exercise just as I detailed above, with sesame oil and slow breathing. Mr. Ravi slept through the night for the first time in 20 years, in just 10 days. As he told us about his experience, tears welled up in his eyes. He said, "I had forgotten what it was like to wake up fresh. I no longer fear sleep, but rather look forward to it." His narrative serves as a reminder that healing can come from a quiet moment with your own hands, rather than a hospital or a tablet. Gentle behaviors that help elders sleep soundly and consistently. So, you've learned how to gently press 3 places on your body every night, and you may have already noticed a difference. However, in order to actually enjoy deep, uninterrupted sleep over time, we must also address the tiny habits that surround our bedtime. Because even the best acupressure practice can be disrupted by a cup of tea served too late, or a bowl of rasam that warms your heart but keeps your bladder active. In this section, I will teach you 4 easy behaviors. These are not hard regulations. They are kind ideas to help your aging body sleep better at night and wake up more peacefully. Let us investigate them one by one. 1. Cease consuming copious amounts of liquid. After 7 p.m., keep it under 150 milliliters. This is one of the most common reasons why elderly people in India wake up at night. You could believe I'm only drinking 1 glass of water before bedtime. What harm might it cause? However, as we age, our kidneys do not slow down as much as they once did. Even 150 to 200 milliliters after 7 p.m. can keep your bladder functioning till midnight. Imagine your body as a temple. It requires silence and stillness at night, not additional work. So, if you're thirsty after supper, take a few drinks only to moisten your throat. A tiny copper or steel glass can be kept next to your bed, but it should only be used when absolutely necessary. Allow me to tell a small story. Mrs. Neela from Coimbatore would consume a full glass of milk at 9 p.m. out of habit. However, after limiting her consumption to 100 milliliters at 6:45 p.m., her sleep improved considerably. She told us that it felt like my bladder had finally received the instruction to rest. 2. Eat dinner earlier and avoid watery or heavy foods in the evening. In many Indian houses, dinner is served after 8 p.m. or even 9 p.m., especially when families return from work. However, for elders, this timing can gently disrupt the body's rhythms. When you eat late, especially rasam dal soup or milk, your body becomes overwhelmed with fluids just before bedtime. And because these are not metabolized quickly enough, they end up in your bladder only when you lie down to rest. Instead, try to finish dinner by 7 p.m., if feasible. Choose light dry meals, such as chapati, with lightly cooked veggies, or a small serving of khichdi. Avoid raw salads, citrus fruits, and curds at night. Also, reserve your rasam soup or milk until lunch or mid-evening. One elder in Mumbai said that simply changing his dinner to 6:45 p.m. and foregoing his bowl of tomato rasam reduced his nighttime urination from 3 to 1. Although these are minor changes, they have a significant impact on your kidneys and bladder. 3. Sleep on your left side in lightweight, breathable cotton clothing. How deeply you sleep is influenced by factors such as your posture, clothing, and room temperature. Many Indian seniors still sleep on their backs, clothed in heavy nightwear or wool blankets, believing that warmth equals comfort. However, this can silently push on the bladder and elevate body temperature, resulting in restlessness, perspiration, and more frequent trips to the restroom. Doctors now recommend that elders sleep on their left side, with a soft pillow between their knees and cotton or khadi fabric nightclothes. This posture relieves pressure in the lower belly, promotes digestion, and relaxes the bladder muscles. Mr. Suresh from Pune has a habit of wearing synthetic pajamas and sleeping on his back. His sleep was light and frequently interrupted. However, after moving to a cotton pajama pair and lying sideways, he stated that my room did not change, but my body felt safe to sleep. Allow your clothes and posture to be an invitation for your body to soften, release, and relax. 4. Take 5 deep breaths before going to bed. Teach your brain to ignore misleading bladder sensations. Even if your body is ready to sleep, your mind may not be. You lie down, but your mind keeps racing. And in this half-awake condition, the slightest bladder signal feels like an emergency. This is especially frequent among elderly people who suffer from worry or have trouble sleeping. 5 deep, leisurely breaths before bedtime are a wonderful method to relax your nervous system. Sit on your bed with one hand on your chest and one on your stomach. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 counts. Hold your breath gently for 2 counts. Then, exhale slowly through your lips for 6 counts. Repeat this 5 times. Feel your breath move like a smooth river. It tells your brain everything is fine. There's no need to keep alert right now. Many elders claim that this simple breathing helped them ignore false impulses, such as waking up in the middle of the night with their bladders barely full. Try it tonight. Feel how the breath becomes your companion. It transports you from awareness to relaxation, tension to tranquility. Dear Elder, if there is one takeaway from this film, it is this. You do not have to give up sleep just because you are getting older. You don't need strong medications. You do not have to put up with shattered nights and sluggish mornings. Your body still remembers how to sleep soundly. It only needs a little support from you. Sometimes it is not a large treatment that brings about change, but rather a modest habit repeated with care over and over. Only 5 minutes per night. Pushing the appropriate buttons. Just one change. Less water after 7 p.m., or simply turning to your left side with soft cotton garments and a gentle breath. Over time, these modest choices build a rhythm, and that beat becomes rest. And from that rest, your vitality returns, your mind clears, your smile comes back. That is what I desire for you, not just sleep, but healing. If today's message impacted your heart, please put the word hope in the comments below. That one word may motivate another elder sitting silently like you to begin their own trip. And if you find even one concept useful, please share this video with a friend, a cousin, or someone you love. Because when one elder sleeps better, the whole home becomes more calm. Also, Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and push the bell symbol so we can keep walking together on this beautiful road of elder health and joyful living. Until we meet again, may your nights be serene and your heart full of hope.